Hi, my name is Scott Palmer and I'm the principal at Joppa Elementary School. Joppa is very proud to have been named a Lighthouse school in Baltimore County back in January of 2014.
When we began about 3 years ago in this work, we talked about what should classrooms look like for a 21st century environment. And so we knew we wanted to have a digital convergence with STAT, students and teachers accessing tomorrow. And so we started slow to go fast. With 10 Lighthouse schools, with Joppa Elementary being one of them, we wanted to make sure that we had a laboratory of schools where other schools come and see innovation in action. So I'm really excited to see so many parents and teachers and students here showing that type of innovation. So we have students talking about PebbleGo and Wixie and all the great activities they're doing in classrooms, but we're anticipating 110 elementary schools in addition to the other 60-plus schools going toward these types of environments. But it starts with Lighthouse schools such as Joppa Elementary School.
I give the credit to my teachers who agreed to go through the application process, which was rigorous, but well worth it. We found out we are a Lighthouse school in late April, and from there we have completed a number of professional development opportunities and have also received all of the technology and hardware, including over 400 laptops, 60 LCD projectors, whiteboards, and docking stations.
As a STAT teacher at Joppa, my primary role is to work with the teachers and with the students to really foster student-centered learning and maintain high-quality student-centered learning where instruction is personalized to each student, not just on an ability level, but also through their learning preferences and learning styles.
I think the biggest benefit of having the devices so far has been that the students are just much more engaged in what we're doing. And I think that's because they have a lot more choices and they have much more control over their learning. They're not just limited to paper and pencil anymore, or not just limited to a textbook. There's a huge amount of resources available to them and so many ways for them to be creative.
We play activities and games with our tiles, with a partner, or independently.
For me, it's easier to type than to write.
The devices make it fun, really fun.
Reading books and writing with pencil and paper are still essential when appropriate, but the one-to-one access has opened up many new pathways for the teachers and the students to access things that they may not have been able to access before.
The use of the devices this year has really impacted my students. They're engaged. Students that struggled with paper and pencil, and they're able to showcase their work differently, and it's really benefited them in many ways.
I see students benefiting from the devices by being able to work more independently. They're able to work with partners, they're able to work in small groups, and their independence allows the teachers to work with small groups of students and meet their needs better by reaching them in a small group setting instead of a whole group setting as we were traditionally used to.
It's very differentiated every day, different games, different activities for the students to do. Devices are used some days, paper and pencil are used sometimes, but the kids are always actively engaged.
I think that working with my peers and having options for how to show what I've learned allows me to have fun in class and helps me challenge myself.
I love coming to school because I really like learning and I like my teachers and my friends.
By working on projects with other classmates who have the same interests and like to learn the same way I do, makes learning easier for me.
Each day I learn something new.
We have had so many successes in my classroom. I think the one that has impressed me the most is how turning my classroom from a more traditional classroom into a student-centered learning environment has really made such an impact on the instruction that happens in my room.
In kindergarten, we differentiate instruction by using a ton of small groups, and we also have the students working in different areas all throughout the classroom. They can work on beanbag chairs, on carpets, at the tables, wherever they choose, an area where they can get their work done most efficiently and do the best job that they can.
In the Media Center, our students come in and they immediately log into BCPS 1, where I'm able to attach resources for our learning for the day, and they're able to access them throughout the lesson independently as well as collaboratively.
We use BCPS 1 by working with our partners with tiles or independently with our tiles. I can also see what I'm capable of completing in a certain amount of time.
We use another website called Wixie where we can make cool pictures and stories.
Our students are constantly working at stations, and they've created an environment where really it's student-centered. So they're learning from each other and then they're reporting back to me on their learning.
So we are very much looking forward to the 2015-2016 school year, where our kindergarten, 4th, and 5th grade students will all get their own devices. Although many changes have already occurred in the classroom in terms of providing student-centered learning and student choice and increasing student engagement, the devices will really be the finishing touch in our teaching and learning transformation.
If the next part of the year is just as exciting as this part, it will be a fabulous school year.
Next year, I think that teachers will feel more comfortable in what they're doing and more confident, so we'll just all grow as a county.
It's really been fun to be a part of all the changes here at Joppa.
The possibilities of learning are endless.
We appreciate the support of Baltimore County Public Schools, Dr. Dance, and the Discovery Education Channel for their support and assistance with the implementation of the Lighthouse Schools program.